In today's hack, I'll be showing you how I made Super Mario Bros. A multiplayer game using Visual Basic Application's language. To start, you're going to need a bunch of gamepad controllers. I like to use wireless controllers, and each one will have its own wireless transceiver that plugs into the USB port. You're going to need a bunch of free USB ports on your computer, and you may need to use a USB splitter. You're also going to want a bunch of batteries to power all the game controllers. I like to put them on my couch and plug my computer into the television. Next, you're going to need a Super Mario Bros. ROM file. This is equivalent to the cartridge. You're also going to want to make 4 directories, and in each directory you want to have a Nintendo emulator and a ROM file. Once that is complete, open each emulator and make sure that the background input is enabled. This allows the emulators to receive input even though their window might not be on top. After all the files are in place, it's time to open up Microsoft Excel and use the Visual Basic Applications language. Now you can see the different columns that I've made, one for the player number, one for the player's names, one for the window handle of each emulator, and also the process ID of each emulator that's running. And for this example, you notice I put the number 1 for how many minutes of play, and there's also a column for the score. What you're seeing now is the different system calls in Windows that I'm using to control all the emulator windows and also read and write the memory. Here you're looking at the actual function that reads the emulators and figures out what the score of the Mario game is. This will work if you use this particular emulator 2.0 version. Otherwise you'll have to figure out your own memory values. Now I'm filming my television as I open up Microsoft Excel. I have to enable the macro so my code will run. I set the time limit to 1 and I'm going to click Start. I have the code hide Microsoft Excel so it looks more professional. Then I click Load Mario and all the emulators load. Now I'm double checking that the background input is set on the player 1 and the player number 2. I'll only be controlling 2 players for this demonstration. Once I click Start, the timer gets set and is ready to count down. I also have Microsoft Excel verbally speak the command to the players that they need to press Start. Now I am playing the top left and top right game boards. If you'll notice, player 2 just died but has 200 points. I have it set to update the score every 5 seconds. There are 45 seconds remaining. I'm going to fast forward the game so you can see what happens when the game is over. 3, 2, 1. Now the game is over. Microsoft Excel announces that the game is over and the window's closed. Here's another screen capture of a 4-player game. I'm controlling all 4 players with the keyboard input, and this looks a lot smoother in real life. What I've found is that it works to play for about 10 minutes with 4 people and then rotate in 4 more people, and it's great for a party. And that's how you make a Super Mario Bros. Multiplayer tournament game.